I got a spinny chair. But hi guys. So my name is Will Hernandez, and I'm here to talk to you guys about the eighth clause, which the definition of that role is to establish post offices and post roads. Some general examples of this are the U.S. Postal Service, FedEx, UPS. Just like stuff you buy with your mom's credit card on Amazon secretly, and those people that deliver it to you. I see you. But some current examples of Congress performing this power or duty is the Postal Service is an agency of the executive branch of the federal government that spent $232 million in 1996 trying to convince us that the 2 or 3 day express mail service is just as good as FedEx or UPS overnight service. The latest gimmick from the 60 billion a year estimated 1986 revenues agency is to lobby Congress to give it a freer hand to jack up first class and other mail rates, producing additional money than it could use to substitute its other operations. Moving on, and some investigations and oversights is the governors exercise their authority under the Postal Act of 2006 when making pricing decisions. In November 2008, the governors approved the price and classification changes for competitive products that were implemented in January 2009. In February, the governors approved price and classification changes for market dominant products and for certain competitive products that were implemented in May 2009. A lot of things happened in 2009. The governors approved price incentives for market dominant products in terms of standard mail, volume pricing incentives, summer sale, and a first class mail incentive program in May and August, and repeatedly. The governors also approved contracts with individual customers for competitive products. These contracts were filed under the seal with the Postal Regulatory Commission for its review. You know what that means? It means a lot of things happened in 2009 still. And then let's move on for some general examples again. So, the Postal Service Reform Act, HR 5714, can spin all the way, sponsored by Oversight and Government Reform Committee Chairman Jason Shepetz, I don't know how you pronounce that, R-UT, and making member Elijah Cummings, DM2, I don't know what those stand for, but they sound fancy, would help the Postal Service find its financial footing by elevating its obligations to pay into the Retiree Health Benefits Fund. It would be also required Postal Service retirees to be enrolled in Medicare in order to remain eligible for federal health insurance. Other provisions in the bill would streamline governance and oversight of the USPS, which, if you don't know what that means, it stands for United States Postal Service. Moving on. Sorry, I'm kind of sick. I don't know if you can tell, but moving on to current examples of Congress performing power/duty. Over the past few weeks, things have been moving quickly in the normally glacier-like world of the Postal Service. On May 12th, a House committee voted unanimously in favor of H.R. 4341 by Rep. John McHugh, R. NY, New York, the first broad postal reform legislation to be approved by a congressional committee in 30 years. 30 years, not bad. The next week, very similar legislation, S2468, it's like some James Bond type of stuff, was introduced in the Senate by Susan, I'm guessing is Senate, Susan Collins, RME, and Tom Carper, D-DE. The good news is that these bills will implement some welcome changes in the way that U.S. Postal Service operates. The bad news is that they'll fall short of the kind of real transformation that is, sorry if I blocked you, needed and will be saddle taxpayers with $1 billion in postal costs. Congress can and should deliver more than this. And then let's do some checks on the president. Congress checked by the president and executive branch by approving treaties or nominations, passing a budget for the executive department. That's all I have. So, altogether, this is basically just talking about the U.S. Postal Service. That's what I'm getting out of it. What are you getting out of it? But just remember postal power. Hashtag postal power. All right, bye.